So it's finally here. A new 4K 32-inch QD-Oled monitor is coming out next year, and it's from ASUS. So yes guys, the ASUS PG32UCDM. Why I don't like that name. I don't know why they don't pick something more catchy, you know, like a, I don't know, ASUS Black Phantom or the Terminator, but letters and numbers. Anyways, this is a 4K 32-inch monitor, and you know how long we have been waiting for a 32-inch OLED monitor. It's been a while. As a matter of fact, this year they released a few 27-inch OLED monitors. Most of them were like 1440p, some of them are 4K, but 27-inch is just too small for me. Right behind this camera, I have the Neo G8, and it's a 32-inch mini LED monitor, which I think is the sweet spot, the sweet number for a monitor. Right next to it on my right, I have a BenQ 27-inch monitor, which is a really good monitor, but the size difference is very significant. You know, once you start using a 32-inch display, you get so used to it, even though it's just like around a few inches size, but it does make a difference. There's also a 42-inch LG C1 or the C3 OLED, but I think 42-inch, even 48-inch is too big for a monitor. So yes, I am so excited for a 32-inch OLED monitor. Now this is going to be a 4K with 240 Hz of refresh rate monitor, and it's going to have VRR support, Freesync, G-sync, and OLEDs are very fast when it comes down to response time. This is great for gaming, especially for first-person shooters where you need that lightning fast response time, speed, and smooth-looking gameplay. Now, obviously, you need a capable PC of running this high resolutions and refresh rate, but you can also connect your consoles like the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5 and play at 4K 120 Hz with VRR and HDR. Now, another great feature about this monitor is that it's rated at HDR 1000, which is great for HDR gaming. It's going to be a brighter picture. As a matter of fact, that is one thing I love about the Neo G8, that is rated at HDR 2000, I believe. So everything looks just brighter, especially on dark games. This enhances the picture so much better. Another great feature, and for me, this is like the cherry on top of everything, is that this monitor is going to have a glossy display. Glossy panels look so much better. Colors are more vibrant, deeper black levels, better image quality, and of course, better contrast. Now, I normally game on the Neo G8, but sometimes I do use my LG C1 OLED, and I notice the picture looks just much better. Colors are more vibrant, better contrast. Even though the G8 has mini LED technology with over 1,000 local dimming zones, the matte finish on the G8 doesn't compare to the glossy finish on the LG C1 OLED. Now we're having a combination of glossy finish on a 32-inch display on a bright panel, QD-Oled. What else can I ask for? Now glossy displays also are like black mirrors and can reflect ambient light, and it can also be a little distracting. So if you have ambient light behind you, just turn it off and remove it, because the picture quality that you get with a glossy display is just so much better. Now for me, these are the biggest takeaways from this monitor. These are the features that excite me the most. But with that being said, this monitor is not perfect. One thing I noticed is that it's going to have DisplayPort 1.4a because it has DSC or display stream compression, which basically improves resolution and frame rates, but is still limited to 32 gigabits of chroma subsampling. And for this type of monitor, which is considered a high-end monitor, I was hoping to see DisplayPort 2.0, which has a bandwidth of 80 gigabits per second. This greatly improves HDR performance, no color compression, better refresh rate with higher resolution, and it works better with dual monitor setups. So yeah, I believe DisplayPort 2.0 is the next step we should see implemented in the future. Now, my biggest concern about OLED monitors is screen burn. But ASUS has implemented a heatsink to their OLED monitor for better airflow. They also include an aluminum plate with a thermal pad to enhance heat transfer and a graphene film for better cooling efficiency. Now with all this technology implemented on this monitor, about reducing screen burn. I'm still concerned because when I use a monitor, I tend to leave the monitor on for many hours, and sometimes, for the most part, it's on the same display, so it's always static. It doesn't move at all. I have all my folders and windows open on one side, and it's just the risks is higher than just having an OLED TV, because OLED TV, you turn it off, you change channel, it is constantly moving, so the risks are much lower on a TV compared to a PC monitor. So I'm excited for this. I really want to test it. I want to see it. I want to have it. And once I test it, I'll let you guys know how is it working out, because I want to compare it also with my Samsung Neo G8, which is a mini LED. I want to see the difference and if there's any improvement, which I think there will be. But yes, I'm excited for this. Hopefully ASUS send me one for me to test, or otherwise I'm just going to buy it. Oh, that is the other thing, the price. I don't know the price. They didn't mention anything about pricing, but I'm assuming this is going to be roughly around $1,500, which is, yes, it's expensive. Hopefully it's not more than that, and hopefully it's less than that, but roughly it's going to be at around that price. That is my takeaway. But let me know in the comments below, how much are you willing to pay for something like this? 4K 32-inch QD-Oled monitor, 240 Hz of refresh rate, 1000 nits of peak brightness. There's other features in there too, but those are the ones that I'm more excited for, and also glossy display, of course. So let me know in the comments below, how much are you willing to pay for a monitor like this? Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Joelster, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Joelster out!